Hello and welcome to the afternoon market update from Nirmal. I'm Nirmal. An excellent day of trade that we have been witnessing. And clearly, if you go to see, markets have extended that 5-day gaining streak that we have been seeing. Overall, if you go to see, we have been mirroring the positive global cues as well that have been coming in from the US markets, from the European markets, as well as the other Asian peers as well. Overall, if you go to see, the broad-based buying that we have been witnessing in our markets is mainly led by banking, consumer durables, as well as the industrials. This is the space which is leading to this kind of an up move in today's day of trade. Clearly, Sensex and Nifty have reclaimed their psychological levels of almost 34,200 as well as 10,100. And overall, if you go to see these two marks, if you're able to sustain, let's see if that up move does continue in trade. Overall, if you go to see, we're almost near the day's highest levels. Nifty is up almost around 1.5%. Sensex is also seeing gains of almost 1.5%. And Bank Nifty, which is seeing smart gains of almost around 3.5%. So the participation that is coming in from the financials is something which is leading this kind of a rally. In terms of broader markets as well, there is some bit of participation coming in on that front. You have the mid-cap index, which is up 1.5%, whereas if you see the small cap index, that's clearly outperforming the mid-cap index in trade with gains of over 2%. The VIX is marginally lower in trade today. The only sector which is losing in today's session is with regards to where the Nifty I.T index goes. But apart from that, you have the PSU Bank index, which is the top gainer, which is then followed by real estate, FMCG, as well as metals. All of these other sectors are also up in trade. Pharma is doing pretty well. Auto is doing pretty well. If you talk about the market breadth as well, that's pretty much in favor of the bulls, because if you see NSE, almost little over 1,400 stocks are advancing in trade, whereas around 316 stocks are the ones that have declined. In fact, overall, if you go to see in terms of the other data that we've been picking up as well, Sensex, a 500-point up move is what we're witnessing right now. And let's see if Nifty is able to sustain above that 10,100 mark, because that's something that is going to be interesting to watch out for as well in today's session. Clearly, June is going to be an important month because May did not really hold through with regards to the year-old saying sell in May and go away. A lot of buying interest that did come in. But if you see the June data, the 10-year data shows that June has always belonged to the bills. But whether COVID-19 will spoil the party in 2020 or not is something that we need to watch out for. In fact, in the last 6 out of the 10 years, in the month of June, we've always seen the bulls that have taken charge in the month of June. Clearly, you had Nifty, which jumped almost 6% in June 2012. A 5% jump is what we saw on Nifty 50 in June 2014, and nearly a 5% jump again in June 2010. So these have been the kind of moves that we've seen. So let's see if that continues, because 2019 June was a downtake, 2017 June was a downtake, and 2015 June was negative as well. So let's see what this June has in store for us. Let's quickly see which are the top gainers in trade today. So on the gaining front, you have Britannia Industries, Bajaj Twins, Vedanta, ICICI Bank. These are the top gainers coming in on Nifty 50, whereas on the losing end, you have stocks like Bharti Infratel, Wipro, NTPC, TCS, as well as Infosys. So it's mainly the IT space which is playing spoil sport today. Again, if you see in terms of the broader markets as well, South Indian Bank, IOB, Trident, Team Lease, Adani Gas, DB, Corp, Chalet Hotels are a few of the top gainers coming in from BSE 500. Whereas on the losing end, you have Piramal Enterprises and Pharma Advanced Research, which is reacting to Q4 numbers, Responsive Industries, JB Chemicals, JSW Energy. These are a few of the top losers as well. No stocks from Nifty 50 that have hit a 52-week high in today's session of trade, in spite of seeing these kind of moves. But let's see in the broader markets, we have stocks like Britannia Industries, Dixon Technologies, Escorts, Syngene. These are a few of the names that have actually hit a 52-week high. And again, let's see if there is anything on the losing front as well. You just have an IIFL Finance, which has hit a 52-week low in today's session. Let's understand which are the movers and shakers. So SpiceJet, that stock is up in trade, and this is mainly because they've added a couple of routes to their international cargo network. So that's giving that stock some bit of support. SBI has created a separate business vertical to focus on rural, semi-urban areas. So that's the reason why we're seeing a good up move coming in on an SBI as well. Tata Motors has resumed operations across all manufacturing plants, so some moves coming in on that front. Lupin has received US FDA approval for meloxicam capsules, so that's one of the reasons why Lupin is up in trade. Syngene has also surged on entering into collaboration with High Media Laboratories. So these are a few of the names which are seeing smart moves. Bajaj Auto and HDFC Bank have joined hands to facilitate retail financing solution to its customers, and these are the names that we're looking at right now. Apart from that, overall, if you go to see Just Add, that's another stock where BNP Paribas Arbitrage acquired almost around 0.5% stake in the company yesterday. So that stock is doing pretty well. DB Corp, you already mentioned. Apart from that, Lupin has been reacting. Tata Power is another one. We did see 10 lakh shares that exchanged hands on Tata Power. So that's another stock that has been in focus. Saregama India as well. They've announced a global deal with Facebook to license its music for video and other social experiences across Facebook and Instagram. And that's one of the reasons why we did see that stock, which is locked in upper circuits of almost around 20%. The service PMI data, on the other hand, on the macro front is something that we were eyeing, and it has contracted for the third straight month. The services PMI for the month of May has come in at around 12.6, and that's risen from a record low of 5.4 in April, whereas the services PMI figure for May 2019 was at around 50.6. And clearly, if you go to see when a reading above 50 comes in, it actually indicates that expansion is there, while that below 50 indicates that there is some bit of contraction coming in. So business expectations have fallen to the lowest since the series actually began. That's what we're picking up with regards to where the PMI data goes. But clearly, if you go to see, a lot of stock-specific action is what we're witnessing. Earnings is something what stocks are reacting to because, companies and manufacturing units have started to open up as well. That's something which is giving some bit of support. But how markets are going to react once Q1 FY21 earnings start to pour in is something that we need to watch out for. If there is any impact on the back of the cyclone, which is expected to hit us as well. Hopefully that thing happens. There is no collateral damage as well. But overall, these are a few of the concerns that we're looking at. But today seems to be a good day of trade as we speak right now. Markets are trading at the day's highest levels. That's all that we have in the afternoon market update. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn.